Hello and welcome to Morning Football, as Norton Media is proud to present JV football today from Norton High School. Today the Norton Lancers take on the Medway Mustangs. I'm Pete Braley. Welcome to Adams Field. The JV Lancers 5-1 on the season, coming off a 36-30 win last week at Dover Sherborne. The Medway Mustangs, they lost to Denham last week by a score of 28-20. Absolutely beautiful day here at Norton High School today. 66 degrees at kickoff just before 10 a.m. The wind, little if any factors, only 5 miles an hour out of the west. The Lancers won the coin toss but elected to defer, so they'll kick it away to get us started on this Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we're underway. Good boot all the way back into the end zone. This got off the hands of the Norton returner. The Medway returner. And the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10. Both of the varsity teams, the varsity from each school, played on this field Thursday night. Norton goes 6-1 with a 23-6 victory. They will await the brackets from the MIAA, available sometime Sunday. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Run up the middle. And still going strong out to the 40. That was number 29 for Medway, Bennett DeFoyd. Medway starts with a run and a 1st down from the 40. Again, up the middle out to the 50 and falling just ahead for another 1st down. That was DeFoyd once again. So 2 runs, 2 1st downs to start the game here today. Pitch back to DeFoyd, and Bennett keeps going, lost the ball at about the 35-yard line, and it's recovered by Norton. That was Bernstein? Bernstein on the fumble recovery. That's up 1st and 10 for the Lancers. Ball just over the 35-yard line. Handoff. Up the middle is good for a couple. So 2 good runs for Bennett DeFoyd for Medway, but then a fumble, and now the Lancers on offense. We have 10-minute quarters here in JV. Clock going at 8:35. Sweep to the rights. Should be good for a 1st down, but we do have a flag on the play. Quarterback for Norton is DJ, is it Compagnon? Compagnoni. And a holding call against Norton. So our first penalty of the morning Sets the Lancers back to about the 31-yard line. Gambagnioni with twins to his left, twins to his right. Keeps it himself. And little, if any, gain on that run. And it'll be 3rd down and 11. Coming up, we'll check the power rankings for you for all of the Norton sports. Right now, it's looking like the playoffs will be happening for football, both boys and girls soccer, and volleyball. So fall sports continue here at Norton. 3rd and 12. Campagnoni back to pass. I think his arm was hit just as he let that go. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Clock stops with the incomplete pass. 7:28 left in the first quarter today. And 4th and 12. Lancers drop back to punt. Nice kick. Gets a definite Norton bounce. Down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Medway. So Thursday night, as I mentioned, the varsity teams played. Norton beating Medway 23-6. Ethan Rodriguez scored twice in that game. 2 short runs for touchdowns. Ben Granger had an 85-yard kickoff return to open the second half. Also got a field goal, a couple of extra points to give the Lancers the win. They're currently ranked 7th in Division III, and we await the seedings this weekend. Quarterback keeper. Gain of a few. Out to about the 12 or 13-yard line. Mustangs have kept it on the ground. They had 3 successful runs by Bennett DeFoyd before DeFoyd fumbled, gave it over to the Lancers. Calling signals is Brody Manning. Run up the middle by Coakley. Sets up 3rd and 2. Ball's on the 18-yard line. Coakley calling signals, one back in the backfield. He hands it off, but stopped right away for little, if any, gain. So 4th and 1. And a punting situation for the Mustangs with 5:30 to go. We're early in the first quarter. 5:20 to go here this morning. And it looks like the Mustangs go for it. Drop back. First pass attempt is complete. Out to about the 32-yard line.
Mark, whole offensive line downfield.
Coakley with his first pass. It'll be first down from the 34. Coakley pitches it back. Gained up a couple yards. That was a run by freshman Cooper Garvin. It'll be second and about 7 from the 36. The fifth play of the drive coming up. Out to about the 40-yard line. Bring it up third down and a long 3. For fall sports, the regular season ends Monday for the different Norton teams. Girls soccer with the game Monday. They will be at Dover Sherborne, a team they lost to September 19th, 1-0. Boys soccer will host Dover Sherborne Monday, a team they lost to 1-0 back on the 19th. Pass is complete along the sideline. That was Bennett DeFoyd, who's been successful on the ground and now in the air too. First and 10 from the 46. Pitch to DeFoyd, who's got room. About a 20-yard gain out to the 35. Freshman Bennett DeFoyd. New set of downs for the Mustangs. And looks like we'll have a timeout. Timeout called by the Medway Mustangs. And we'll take a timeout. I'm sorry, it was the end of the quarter. So we've played one quarter of football and we have no score here at Norton High School. We'll be right back. Back with the second quarter here at Norton High School. We have no score between the Norton Lancers JV squad and the Medway Mustangs. The pitch off to DeFoyd again. He runs for 10 more and sets up a first and 10 from the 22-yard line. It's the most penetration by either side so far this morning. Handoff up the middle, just bowling through defenders. Sets up 2nd down and 8. From inside the red zone now at the 14. Quarterback keeper read well by Norton. Loss of maybe 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd down. This will be Coakley at quarterback, with 1 back in the backfield. He drops back to pass, throws into the corner of the end zone. Too far for his receiver, and that'll be 4th down. The first incomplete of the morning for Medway. Now 2 for 3. 7:55 left in the first half as the clock stops on the incompletion. That was number 28, Jack Heavner, who went to the sideline to get the play. Heavner, quarterback now. 4th and 4. He looks to pass to his left towards the end zone. Again, a little too far for the receiver. And the Medway Mustangs turn it over on downs. And the Lancers take over at about the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. You might notice that both teams are on the same sideline here this morning, something you don't often see in football. That's because of the fact that there's only one trainer here. When varsity plays, there's a trainer on each side of the field. But for the JV game, just the home trainer. So instead of going sideline to sideline, they put both teams on the same sideline. Trying to push the pile forward. Pickup of about 2 on the play. This is only the second possession for the Norton Lancers this morning. The first possession, 4 plays, ended with an incomplete pass and a turnover on downs. Second and 8. Handoff up the middle. Pushing ahead to maybe a 1st down. Pulls out to the 27, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Lancers. Quarterback DJ Compagnoni jogging in from the sidelines. Two receivers to his right, 2 to his left. He drops back. Quick toss is complete. Out to the 45-yard line, called the 43 maybe. Pass was complete. I believe that was number 8, Ryan Gittow.
Yes.
With the completion. Happy to have head coach Jim Arts next to me in the booth here to help me with names this morning. 1st and 10 for the Lancers. Compagnoni keeps it himself, runs to the left. Out to about the 30-yard line, make it the 32, I guess, and a first down for Norton. Lancers moving the ball well with 5:45 to go here in the half. It was 66 degrees at kickoff. It's only going to go up from here. I know the weather was saying this morning on the radio going up to near 80 for October 28th. Can't complain. But I guess a big change coming tomorrow as we go back to typical fall weather. Timeout for Medway. The Lancers are moving the ball at about the 32-yard line. There's a timeout on the field, and we'll be right back. Out of the timeout, and Norton now from their, looks like the 32-yard line of Medway. 1st and 10. The 5th play of this drive. 3 runs and 1 pass completion. Compagnoni calling signals. Man in motion. He's going to keep it himself. Run to the left. And a good gain. Out to about the 25-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. Sets up 2nd and 4. Plenty of time in the half. Just under 5 minutes to go. On this Saturday morning at Adams Field in Norton. Shout out to the Lancers coaching staff, Connor Maroney, Kevin Pitts, and Mark Ogilvie on the sidelines. Compagnoni with 2 backs behind him in the backfield. He's going to hand it off, run up the middle. Zach Soares. Good for a first down. The ball is just at the 20-yard line. Substitutions. As Soares went back in. DJ Compagnoni. It's good. Jake Johansson off to his left. Draws back to pass. Quick release. Screen pass. And a good run after the catch by Zach Soares. Pickup of about 5.
I think that's Flynn. Jacoby Flynn. No, that's not. Travis Rose.
It's Travis Rose actually on the reception.
Travis forgot his jersey.
Brings up 2nd down and 5. And in motion. Oh, high snap. Gets past Compagnoni, who's just going to fall on it. Back to about the 32-yard line. And the Lancers, who had good momentum going, now get backed up quite a bit. And we're looking at third down. Clock going with 2:20 left to go. Game relatively clean as far as turnovers, just one for Medway so far. Better snap and a rollout to his left now. Campagnoni tried to get that away, but an incomplete pass. And that'll bring up fourth down. So a drive that was moving well for the Lancers after that high snap set them back quite a bit. And now they're looking at about 4th and 20. And a timeout is called by Norton, as they want to talk it over to see what they're going to do here. We'll take a break also during the timeout and be right back. There's no score between Norton and Medway. So Andrew Strolley has gone in to, I guess, attempt a field goal here with 1:58 left in the first half. We're looking at a 48-yard kick, which you do not see much in high school football, but I'm told he's got the leg. Kick by Strolley. Oh, comes up just short. He needed 48 yards. That might have gone 47.
20-yard line, it's a touchback.
So Andrew Strolley, who we saw kick 2 extra points and a field goal on Thursday night, comes up just about a foot or two short.
Be a touchback. It's a touchback.
Clock stopped at 1:52, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Medway from the 20-yard line. So the Medway Mustangs have 80 yards to go in under 2 minutes. Drop back to pass. Screen pass is complete, but the Lancers close on it quickly for maybe a gain of a yard or two. That'll be another timeout by Medway, their second of the half, and we'll do the same and be right back with the second down in just a moment. Back for a second and about 9 for the Medway Mustangs. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the half. No score here at Norton High School. Ball's on about the 21-yard line. Medway with the gain on the far side of the field. Brings up about 3rd and 8. Clock still going with 1:17 left. As Jack Heavner goes to the sideline, gets to play a lot. Heavner takes a snap, looks back, he throws downfield, far side of the field, and the pass is incomplete. Mustangs now 2 for 5 in the air. Heavner over to the sideline to get the play. Have a small JV squad from Medway. As I count, just 7, maybe 8 players on the sideline. This is 4th and 2. Heavner calling signals. And a quick kick. Recovered by Norton at about the 38, and the Lancers will have 51 seconds to go about 38 yards. When we come back after the half, we'll take a look at scores around the TVL from this past week. Week number 8 in high school football. A few teams put up big scores last night. Of course, the Lancers won on Thursday. And as I said, now wait to find out the seedings for the playoffs. I would think they're going to have a home game next weekend, being the 7th seed. Campagnoni. It's going to pass, and that pass hits the ground, intended for number 5, Jason Bombardier. Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 48 seconds left. DJ Campagnoni seeing all of the snaps here in the first half. They get set. Twins on the right. Just one receiver left. They look to the right, and that pass is overthrown. Intended for, is it Travis Rose? And that'll be 3rd and 10. Andrew Stronley has gone in now at quarterback. Got one back in the backfield, man in motion. Stronley draws back to pass. And that's an interception right in the middle by the Medway Mustangs. He's off to the races. And just out of bounds with 45 seconds left. Interception by Bennett DeFoyd, who has been effective on the ground for the Mustangs and now comes up with an interception. And Medway in good position with 45 seconds left. But a penalty on the play against Medway. So the Lancers dodge a bullet. As the ball is placed on about the 33-yard line. So the interception stands. But with 26 seconds left, the Mustangs now have to go about 68 yards. Handoff up the middle. This is Bennett DeFoyd again for about 5. He's having a very good morning for the Mustangs. That was the first turnover for Norton today. Medfield also with one, an interception for Norton, and a fumble for Medway. We have reached the end of the half. And from Norton High School, we go to halftime with no score. We'll be back. We're back with second half action here at Norton High School. We have no score after 2 quarters of football between the Medway Mustangs and the Norton Lancers. A look at scores from the weekend. The Norton varsity team beat Medway here Thursday night 23-6. And other games around the area, Dedham defeated Millis by a score of 43-14. That was also Thursday. On Friday, Holliston topped Ashland 41-0. Bellingham over Dover Sherborne 42-6. Norwood shut out Hopkinton 54-0. And Medfield beat Westwood 35-17. Lancers with the kickoff, and this could go all the way. 40, 30, 20, 10, and the Lancers start the second half with a touchdown. I don't have a number 20 on my roster. That was Bernstein. Andrew Bernstein with the touchdown.
Still got it.
About a 80-yard kickoff return. And the Lancers go up 6-0. Strolny out for the extra point. Hits the post and bounces out. That's a rarity for him, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Andrew Strolny, who had 2 extra points on Thursday night and 1 field goal, hits the upright and does not get the luxury of the bounce.
You're welcome.
So a 6-0 lead for the Lancers just underway here in the third quarter. Andrew Bernstein with the touchdown for Norton. With just 16 seconds ticked off the clock here in the half, the Lancers lead. And Strolny will tee it up. We'll see how Medway responds. Good kick down into the end zone. And Medway will start 1st and 10. Other scores for Norton this weekend. We told you football beat Medway 23-6 on Thursday. Girls soccer won Thursday at Dighton Rehoboth by a score of 1-0. Here at the stadium last night, they beat Millis 2-0, while boys soccer went to Millis and came away with a 6-0 lead. Right now, it looks like football, volleyball, girls soccer, and boys soccer will make the playoffs. And fall sports will continue here in Norton. 1st and 10 from the 20. Healy back, quick toss is picked off by the Lancers. And Norton's got everything going their way. I believe that was Ryan Gittow with the interception. The second turnover of the morning by Medway. They've had one fumble, now one interception, and the Lancers have it 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line. Compagnoni looks to the end zone. Oh, I believe that was intended for Gittow. Compagnoni now 2 for 6 on the morning. It'll be 2nd and 10. Compagnoni calling signals. Handoff up the middle, and a good chunk of yardage. Ball out to the 16-yard line. Brings up 3rd and a long 3. Now, you would think definitely in range for Strolny, who almost made a 48-yard field goal from the other side of the field in the first half. Lancers come to the line, 3rd down. 8:36 to go. Man in motion, Compagnoni keeps it, runs right into it was an effective block. He handed that one off. There was Jake Johansson, the ball carrier. And that's good for a Norton 1st down. And the Lancers at the 10-yard line. Clock continues to go with just about 8:05 left. Lancers threatening on the 10-yard line. Man in motion. Handoff to Johansson. Up the middle for about 5. Pushing and shoving after the play, but nothing from the officials. Brings up 2nd and 5. Norton with only one turnover on the day, an interception. Medway with a fumble and an interception. Only one penalty has been called, not against Norton. 2nd and goal. Handoff to Gittow. Might have lost a few on the play. Ball on the 7-yard line now. And 3rd and goal. Just an amazing day here in Norton. It's about 68 degrees. Just before 11 o'clock in the morning. But I have heard this is our last warm day until maybe April. So enjoy if you can. Ball down to the 2-yard line with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. 4th and goal for Norton from the 2. Lancers leading by a score of 6-0. After an 80-yard kickoff return by Andrew Bernstein. The extra point hit the upright. Thus the 6-0 lead. Lancers going for it on 4th and goal from the 2. Campagnoni under center goes by himself. And the quarterback sneak, he is in for the touchdown. So a 2-yard run by the quarterback, Campagnoni, puts the Lancers up 12-0 here in the third. And Strolny on now for the extra kick. Right-footed kicker, good snap, ball down, then the kick is up and good. So the Lancers go out 13-0 with 5:06 left in the third. We'll have a kickoff in just a moment when we come back.
You do all our varsity games?
What's that?
You do all our varsity games?
I did 2.
I'd like you to do all of them. They're phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Back for the Lancers kickoff. After a score by DJ Campagnoni. Norton leading 13-0. He's put it in the end zone twice, and this one will bounce in from about the 8. And no return for 3 times today. Medway comes out now, trailing 13-0 with 5:06 to go in the third. A couple of Norton notes here. Do want to say congratulations to the boys cross country team as they finished the season 5-0 and won the TVL championship for a 3rd consecutive season. So congrats to the cross country runners. 1st and 10 from the 20. Healy with the high snap, but gets the handoff off. Spin it to Floyd out to about the 26. So Healy came out first possession of the half and threw an interception that the Lancers were able to capitalize on. Now he goes back to the strong ground game they've had from number 29, Bennett DeFoyd. High snap, but DeFoyd gets the handoff once again. Good for a first down out to the 35. First and 10 for Medway. Looks like Brody Manning is in at quarterback now for Medway. Clock is moving with 3:55 to go in the third. Manning with one back in the backfield. His pass, the receiver had not turned yet. That was intended for Jason Peters. Manning unloaded that before the receiver had finished his cut. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 35. Manning calling signals. Twins to the left end, right? He wants to throw again. Gets that one off. Almost intercepted. Up to the 40, the 50, the 30. And I don't think he's going to be caught. That's a touchdown for Jason Peters. A 60-yard pass completion to Peters. Freshman Jason Peters. And it's 13-6. Medway going for two. Step to Manning, handoff to DeFoyd, who is stopped short of the end zone, so the two-point conversion is no good. And Norton leads by a score of 13-6 with 3:31 to go in the third. We'll take a break and be right back with the kickoff. A look at the power rankings for the Norton teams. As we mentioned, football, Norton is 7th at 6-1. Dedham is 5th. This was as of Friday morning. And boys soccer, Norton just squeaking in. They are 32nd as of Friday in Division 3. Girls soccer is 15th. And volleyball is 26th. So it appears all four teams will go to the playoffs. Kick taken at the 30. They fake the reverse, but take it down right at the 35. There's Jason Bombardier, I think, on the return. And that brings up 1st and 10 for the Lancers at the 27, 28-yard line. Lancers staying with DJ Compagnoni. No? Dominic with the high snap. Makes a completion. Out to the 45-yard line. Push back maybe the 43. And that's good for a Lancers first down. Clock is moving. Or stopped rather, 3:14. Quarterback for Norton now, Dominic DeBold. Hands it off. Back to about the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down and 10. Dominic DeBold getting the call here in the second half, after DJ Compagnoni played the first half at quarterback for Norton. Snap to DeBold. He's going to keep it. Thought about throwing it. Runs instead. And he is stopped after a gain of about 2, maybe 3. Looks like they gave him 2 yards. He's up 3rd and 8. DeBold, a freshman for the Lancers. Quick screen in and out of the hands of Jake Flynn. Brings up a 4th down for Norton, and looks like the punting unit is coming on. .117 left in the third. Strolny just gets it away. And it bounces out of bounds at the far side of the field. So Medway will take over with 1:09 left in the third. It'll be 1st and 10. We'll be right back. Medway Mustangs start from the 31-yard line. Handoff to DeFoyd. He's been effective going up the middle. Picks up about 5. Norton leading 13-6 with less than a minute to go here in the third. Ball's up to about the 38-yard line. Handoff to DeFoyd once again, but no surprise to the Lancers there. Looks like Jake Heavner getting the quarterback duties now for Medway. And that's the end of the third quarter. So we've played 3 here at Norton High School. And we'll go to the fourth quarter with the Lancers leading 13-6. We'll be back in just a bit. Back for the fourth quarter here at Norton High School. The Lancers leading 13-6. As the teams switch sides of the field. 1st and 10, and a motion penalty coming against Medway. That's the first, I believe, first penalty of the day for Medway. I don't know if you heard that. The referee said, "My bad," and waved it off. So we'll try it again. 3rd and 5. Pass complete. Good for a 1st down. Jake Heavner with the completion. That was complete to Bennett DeFoyd. Brings up 1st and 10. Talking about referees admitting to making a mistake, I was reading an article this morning. More of that in a moment. Heavner back for the pass. It's complete to a wide open receiver who's going to go all the way in for a touchdown for Medway. No flags on the field. Only a 55-yard touchdown completion. And Medway trailing by 1 will now try to go ahead with the 2-point conversion. Heavner rolls to his right. He throws complete, and the extra point conversion is good. So the Medway Mustangs come up short. So he did get in. All right.
He did this.
So the Medway Mustangs take a 1-point lead with 9:23 left to go here in the fourth. Norton with 2 men back deep, standing at about their own 12. They await the kick from Alex Bossi. Bossi kicks. Fake the reverse. They come near side to the 30. Tripped up and down at about the 32. Tackle made by Chase Barucci. And Norton will take over 1st and 10. From about the, I guess they'll give it to him, the 33-yard line. Dominic DeBold, 2-step drop. Pass is complete. Good for about 5. Lancers have 2nd and 5 with 8:50 to go here in the game. Medway with the lineman sprinting off. Oh, drop ball. Could be a fumble recovery by Medway. They have it at about the 21-yard line.
Hey, Mark!
So the Norton Lancers, with their 2nd turnover of the day, give Medway another opportunity here. They're leading by 1. Ball's placed on the 22 or 23-yard line. Jake Heebner hands it off to DeFoyd, who found a way to push forward. Bennett DeFoyd out to about the 16-yard line. 2nd and short. Clock slowly becoming a factor now at 8 minutes left in the fourth. They continue to switch it up. Brody Manning back in at quarterback. Must be something about having a Manning as a quarterback. Manning hands it off to Bennett DeFord again, who finds his way to the end zone, and a touchdown for Medway. So they come off the fumble and a two-play drive. And Medway is up 20-13. Number 19, Brody Manning, a freshman, going back in with the play. Saw making a head count. They realized they were one short. So Devin McCarthy runs onto the field. And once again, Medway goes for two. Able to stop DeFoyd on that attempt. So with 7:33 left to go, Medway leads 20-13. We'll be back with the next kickoff in just a moment. Medway leads by a score of 20-13 here in the fourth quarter at Norton High School on this Saturday morning. 7:33 left to go in the game. Mustangs kick it off. Fielded at the 15. Out to about the 26-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Norton. So the story I was reading about NFL officiating, evidently after a game, the teams can submit a report to the league questioning calls that were made by referees. And they get a response from the referees or from the league, but they're not allowed to go public with that response. Jim Irsay, the owner of the Indianapolis Colts, evidently this week didn't care about that rule, and he went on Twitter pointing out that the officials admitted that they missed a few calls. Irsay can probably look forward to a healthy fine this week. Nothing changes the outcome, but at least they get an explanation. 1st and 10 for the Lancers. Quarterback keeper. Off to the far side of the field, and he keeps going. Looks like a first down. I believe that was DJ Compagnoni back at quarterback. So after a two-play drive last time that resulted in a fumble, Lancers pick up 10 on the first down. And it's 1st and 10 now from the 39. Number 14, DJ Compagnoni, back at quarterback with 6:50 to go, clock moving. Lancers come to the line. Compagnoni pitches it back, avoids the first tackle, now cuts to the left. Gaining ground about 8-9 yards. Nice run by the Lancers will set up 2nd down and 2. Lancers trailing by 7. Clock down to 6 minutes now. We mentioned the Medway sideline before. Only about 8 players on that sideline to keep fresh legs. Lancers moving the ball here in the fourth quarter. Flags fly. False start against Norton. That'll move the ball back to about the 42-yard line. Second down. Compagnoni back to pass. Over the head of the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Clock stops with 4:58 to go. Scoring today, we had an 80-yard kickoff return by Andrew Bernstein. The point after was no good as Strolny hit the upright. Then a 2-yard run by DJ Compagnoni. And the Lancers were up 13-0. Compagnoni looks to throw. Pass dropped at about the 45-yard line. So it was 13-0 when Medway scored on a 60-yard pass to Jason Peters. The 2-point conversion no good. That was followed by a 55-yard touchdown pass. Heavner to DeFoyd. Again, the 2-point conversion no good. Then a 21-yard run by DeFoyd, and that's where we stand. 20-13 Medway. Lancers going for it here on 4th and 8. And a timeout called by Medway. So with 4:54 and the Lancers facing a 4th and 8, we'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be right back. We come out of the timeout, and it's 4th and 8 for the Norton Lancers. Ball on the 42-yard line. Trailing by 7 with 4:54 left to go. DJ Compagnoni drops back to pass. In and out of the hands of his receiver. Looks like that was intended for Travis Rose. And a turnover on downs. For Norton, will set up a 1st and 10 for Medway. They've had 3 touchdowns here in the second half. Jack Heavner at quarterback. Bennett DeFoyd, the lone running back. DeFoyd bumps into Heavner on the handoff. Able to gain about 3. We'll call it 2, 2nd down and 8 Clock moving with 4:36 to go. Hebner to the sideline. They're not rushing at all. Trying to use up as much clock as possible here in the fourth. Now 4 minutes to go. Hebner with DeFord as the lone back. Drops back to pass, quick screen to the far side of the field. Pushed out of bounds. Clock stops with 3:42. Medway able to get out to the 26-yard line. Lancers could use a turnover here. Medway has turned it over twice. One fumble, one interception this morning. Hebner hands it off. That was Cooper Garvin on the run. 2nd down and 8. Clock down to 3:15. Norton Lancers JV squad coming into today's game at 5-1. Under 3 minutes now. Hebner gets his crew set where he wants them. Just a quick two-step drop. That's to DeFoyd, who stopped right away. Just shy of the 25-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
This guy's been watched. They already blew it in. We're not doing any clock.
So it's a 3rd down for the Mustangs. Clock continues to run, 2:15. And let's see if Hebner goes to the air or keeps it on the ground with DeFoyd to chew up clock. Option to DeFoyd, who's out across the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. And about 3. And a timeout called. Norton using their first timeout here in the second half. They face a must-stop situation here. Fourth and 2, and it's been Bennett DeFoyd running the ball and catching the ball for Medway. DeFoyd with a 55-yard touchdown pass and also a 21-yard run, both for touchdowns here in the second half. Again, we mentioned upcoming games. The fall season, regular season ends for Norton. On Monday, the girls have a game in soccer. They will be at Dover Sherborne, a team they lost to 1-0 back on the 19th. The boys will host Dover Sherborne Monday. They also lost to Dover by a score of 1-0. It looks like all 4 of the fall teams will be making the playoffs. So continued action this fall here at Norton High School. 4th and 2 for Medway. Handoff to DeFoyd, who's met right at the line and dropped at about the 20-yard line. And it looks like a turnover on downs with 1:46. Norton will have 80 yards to go. Lancers break the huddle. Back to pass. Pressure comes, and he's dropped back at about the 10-yard line. That was Dominic DeBold. Comes to the sideline, gets sent right back as the clock continues to go with 1:22 to go. They mark it at the 12. Make it the 11. DeBold. Quick 2-step drop, pressured again. He's going to run it himself. Gets out to about the 15. And quickly a timeout called by Norton. With 54 seconds left on the clock. The entire team comes up for the meeting with the coaches. And we'll see what they draw up here. We're under a minute in the fourth quarter with Norton trailing by 7. And the referees blow the whistle for the end of the timeout.
You got the GPS locked and ready for that place? What's the name of the school? They're playing what's the name of the school? They're playing
It is 3rd and about 15
Westfield.
from the 15-yard line.
No, I'm sorry. Regional vote.
DeBold with the snap. Looked like there was motion, but no flag. Pass down the far side of the field and off the hands of Ryan Gittow. And it'll be 4th and 15.
Blackstone Valley Regional.
Only 6 seconds off the clock on that play. So with 48 seconds left, comes down to this play for the Lancers.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Dominic DeBold jogs back to the huddle after getting the play from his coach. Quick snap, almost like he didn't expect it. DeBold scoots around a bit and throws complete for a first down out to the 38-yard line. As Ryan, I believe that was Jason Bombardier, who's lined up to the right. DeBold is just going to spike the ball. And the Lancers are still alive with 39 seconds left.
Did you say 36?
First and 10. Or rather, second? The marker on the far side of the field. Oh, yeah, second down because of the spiking the ball. Ball's on the 38-yard line. Dominic DeBold. He's got trips to the right. Drops back, pressure, steps up. Throws it. Intercepted by Medway to the 50, the 40. Another missed tackle. Brought down to the 38-yard line by DeBold. And Medway pretty much seals the victory with 21 seconds left. And that'll do it. So JV football here at Norton High School as the Medway Mustangs walk away with a 20-13 win. That'll do it for today's game. Thank you so much for joining us. A reminder, you can catch more Norton High School sports at nortonmediacenter.org. For my producer, Jameson Haig, I'm Pete Braley saying so long from Norton High School.